Hey, it's Dave with Old Dad Studio. Today is May 11th, Sunday, May 11th, 2025. Today is Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to everybody out there. Now, I realize my vlogs, I record them on one day and then I publish them on the next day, so I'm always a day behind. So Mother's Day, if you're watching this, the day that I publish it was actually yesterday, so I'm a day late. But still, happy Mother's Day. I hope everybody had a fantastic Mother's Day. Now, for those of you tuning in for AI, I'm going to tell you this is going to be another personal vlog. So this weekend we were camping and having a great time for our Mother's Day weekend. And so I'm just going to follow up with one last personal vlog, and then we'll get back to AI stuff tomorrow morning. Now, we did make it back, obviously. I'm back in my office, so we made it home, and everything is safe and sound, and we had a really wonderful weekend at Whitewater State Park. Again, I think if you watch yesterday's vlog, I highly recommend that park. If you're in Minnesota and you're looking for a great park and you really want some challenging hiking, that park is fantastic. There's a couple of really high elevations in that park, so you can go to Inspiration Point, you can go to Coyote Point, and either one of those is a really good hike up the side of a cliff face. And if you need stairs, they both have stairs as well. Just it's a lot of stairs. So I took the stairs. That's how I made it to. I didn't go to Inspiration Point this time. I did go to Coyote Point. So I have been to Inspiration Point as well. Anyway, back to Mother's Day. So I know that the vast majority of the folks on my channel are men. At least that's what the YouTube statistics are telling me. So when I go to the behind the scenes in my YouTube studio and I start looking at all the statistics and everything from my channel, one of the things it says is like 96% or 94%, something like that, is it predicts are males watching my channel. So one of the questions I would have for you just for today is, what did you do for Mother's Day? If you have some really unique and fun ideas, I would love to hear them in the comments, because I'm always looking for new ways and exciting ways to do some Mother's Day stuff. I mean, I have my own mom, plus, and I know who watches, so hi, Mom, and happy Mother's Day again. Plus, I have my wife, who, we have kids together. I have an ex-wife who we had kids together. I always like to wish her happy Mother's Day as well. And so I'm always looking for new and exciting ways and things to do for Mother's Day. So if you have some really unique or cool gift ideas or just crafty ideas, go ahead and put them in the comments below. I'd love to hear them. This year, and I didn't take a picture of it, they're already actually in my wife's office, but this year, my youngest son and I, he's 8, and he's the one who went on the camping trip with us. All the rest of the kids that we have, the 6 others that we have that are mine, hers, or ours, they're too old, and they don't like to go camping with us anymore. But the 8-year-old, he doesn't have a choice. So we still have him as a captive audience, so he has to go with us. So he and I did a craft project this year, and what we did is I printed out just like a coloring book of a flower, and then I took all of the kids' faces, and I used Photoshop, and I stuck the kids' faces right in the center of the flower, so they were like the flower with the blooms around them. And then he and I colored all of those in, and then we cut them out. So they had like little paper flowers with their faces on it. And then what we did is we took that and we stuck that inside of a coffee mug as like a bouquet of flowers. So she got a coffee mug with a bouquet of flowers that had all of her kids' faces on it as her little Mother's Day craft from my son and I. And then we also created a video for her. Go figure, we created a video. But it's one of those things that she wanted, and I think we're going to start it as a tradition. So our 8-year-old son, I interviewed him, and I asked him questions like, what's your mom's full name? What does your mom do for a living? What's your favorite thing to do with your mom? What's your mom's favorite color? Just things like that. Quizzing him really on his mom, since it's Mother's Day, and finding out what he knows and remembers, and at least for this time in his life. And now, if we do this every year, if I can remember to do this on an ongoing basis and make it a tradition as part of our, just our little family traditions, then over the years I'll have an accumulation of these little interviews with him about her on Mother's Day, which I think would really, really be cute. I wish I had started it years earlier, but starting it now is better than never starting at all. So those were the things that we had. So when she woke up on Sunday morning, on Mother's Day morning, she had this handmade bouquet of her children's faces and flowers in a coffee mug, along with an iPad set up with a video ready to play, so she could watch the interview with Thor. And that's how we started our Mother's Day off this year with my wife in out and then of course the Whitewater State Park. The park that we went to was the park of her choosing for Mother's Day. She wanted to go there, so that was part of her Mother's Day package for the weekend as well. So take her camping, and then some of the other things that we do for Mother's Day is we try to make sure that we can do as much for her on Mother's Day as we can. Usually my wife is the one that cooks in our family. She enjoys cooking. She's really fantastic at it. I am not so much, and I really don't enjoy cooking. So in the delineation of tasks in our house, of parenting and adult tasks that we do, she does more of the cooking than I do. And you hear me talk about laundry a lot on this channel. I do a lot of the laundry in our house. We divide and conquer a lot of the different tasks that we have in our home. But for Mother's Day, then one of the things that we wanted to do is we wanted to take care of her and surprise her with different things. So for breakfast, she loves to have avocado toast. Although what we did is we had some bagels that we brought with. So she went for an early morning stroll after getting up in the morning and seeing her Mother's Day presents. And so while she was off on her stroll, then we started a fire, and over the fire we roasted some bagels and made her some avocado toast on bagels, and had breakfast outside in the great outdoors. And just little things like that, my wife really loves, and we were able to do for her for Mother's Day, and we had a really fantastic weekend. So we did some hiking, we did some resting, we did some eating, and we did some family stuff. So anyway, our weekend was fabulous for Mother's Day. I hope your Mother's Day and your Mother's Day weekend was just as grand. All right, and that's going to do it for this vlog. This is vlog 131. Thanks for hanging out with me today and just listening to my personal story and give an update on our Mother's Day weekend and our camping experience. I think we will be back to the normal AI vlogs tomorrow morning. Oh, and I've got a fun one that I'm going to be working on later on. There is a one-word ChatGPT hack that I want to show you that I think is kind of fun. It's kind of cool, and it's going to save me a ton of time and some, well, yeah, you'll see tomorrow. All right, that's it for today. But hey, don't worry, I'll be back again tomorrow.